Part 3, Anubis' sentencing.
Hello. Welcome to the Egyptian Television Network. This is Anchorman Alfie. We interrupt this program with some breaking news. Today is the day that Anubis Aziz stands trial. 3 weeks ago, Anubis Aziz has been arrested for child abuse and neglect. Once the trial commences, the judge will determine whether or not he should be found guilty. And that is all for now from the Egyptian Television Network. More news will be coming up soon. But until then, we now return you to our regularly scheduled program. This is Anchorman Al-Fayek, signing off.
At South Cairo Elementary Court.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Afasi Al-Kaptid.
You may all be seated. Alright, court is now in session. Anubis Aziz, certain allegations have been pressed against you 3 weeks ago. Prosecutor Aminat Yejon, read the charges.
Anubis Aziz, you have been charged for attempted domestic violence, child abuse, and child neglect.
How do you plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor. My daughter, Bri, attempted to steal food from the market and she and my son, Ahmed, were running around at the store.
While I admit that theft is a crime, it is not as serious as child abuse or neglect. In other words, you have committed a more serious crime than your daughter did. So, I call upon my first witness, Hoshraf Goma.
Anubis, I understand that your 2 children were running around the market I work at and that your daughter was trying to steal an apple, but that's no reason to abuse them. So for that, I plead you guilty.
Thank you, Mr. Goma. I call upon my next witness, Hatha Mohammed Aziz.
Hatha, if you dare testify against me, you shall meet your doom.
Threats won't stop me from testifying against you, Anubis. And you left me no choice. Your Honor, Anubis has been overly strict and highly abusive. He's been whipping both of our children in the butt with a wet towel and starving and insulting our daughter, Bri. His poor treatment left her emotionally and mentally scarred. And right before I called the police on him, he confessed to me that he cheated on me with another woman. Henceforth, I plead him guilty and I want to divorce him. Permanently.
You double-crossing backstabber!
Silence. Anubis Aziz, you will not lay one single finger on your soon-to-be ex-wife. And between this act of violence and everything she just told me, you are a sick misogynist. And as for you, Hatha, you will sign the divorce papers after the trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I call upon my last 2 witnesses, Ahmed and Bri Aziz.
Daddy, what you've done to us was unforgivable, mean, and cruel. We've been suffering for 4 years because of you. We've been spanked with a wet towel, forced to do chores, starving, neglected, and grounded for very long periods of time. I personally never wanna see you again, you sick monster.
And for all the things Bri listed, you've also been grounding and abusing me all because I was trying to stop her from causing trouble and blaming me for it. Hence, you are not only a misogynistic tyrant towards my twin sister, but you are also a biased, old-school thug.
Thug.
It's time Bri now had a better life while her mother replaces you with a better father figure. And time for you to face justice for everything you've done to us. So I speak for all of us when I say that you're guilty as charged. Goodbye forever, Anubis.
You ungrateful children. How dare you cast me off and call me by my first name? Prepare to meet your doom.
Stop. You will not lay one single finger on your children either. And based on today's testimony, Anubis Aziz, I hereby find you guilty. As a consequence for everything you have done to your family, you are hereby sentenced to life in prison and you shall be forced to sign the divorce papers. Guards, take him away.
Let's get going, you diseased scarab.
This is not over. I'll be back to make you suffer. Every one of you. You have not heard the last of me.
If there's any justice in this city, we have.
Case dismissed.
Anubis Aziz, this is your cell. You shall spend the rest of your miserable life in here. Do not even try to escape.
If my ex-wife and children think that I am spending the rest of my life in prison, then they are all sorely mistaken. I will find my way out, and once I do, they shall soon pay for my eternal agony.
In your dreams, Your Majesty.
Silence! You take a disrespectful tone with Anubis Aziz at your peril.
No. At your peril.
We will see about that.